Good morning, children. How are you, children? I hope you are all fine. Welcome to St. Claret High School online classes. Yesterday I had discussed about properties of natural numbers. Today we will discuss about properties of whole numbers. Clauser law with respect to addition. Example 3 and 7 are two whole numbers. 3 plus 7 equal 10 is a whole number. 20 and 25 are two whole numbers. Then 20 plus 25 equal to 45 is a whole number. Therefore, we conclude that if the sum of two whole numbers is a whole number, therefore we say that the set of whole numbers satisfy Clauser property under addition. That is, for any two whole numbers a and b, a plus b is also a whole number. Clauser law with respect to subtraction. Example 5 and 7 are two whole numbers. 5 minus 7 equal to minus 2 is not a whole number. Therefore, the set of whole numbers does not satisfy Clauser property under subtraction. Therefore, the set of whole numbers not satisfy subtraction. Now, multiplication. Example 5 and 7 are two whole numbers. Then 5 into 7 equal to 35 is a whole number. Example 12 and 10 are two whole numbers. 12 into 10 equal to 120 is a whole number. Therefore, for any two whole numbers a and b, a into b is a whole number. We conclude that the set of whole numbers satisfy Clauser property under multiplication. Clauser law with respect to division. The set of whole numbers does not satisfy Clauser property under division, because 1 and 2 are two whole numbers. 1 divided by 2 is not a whole number. That is, 1 by 2 is not a whole number. Properties of whole numbers, commutative law. So, commutative law, properties of whole numbers. Commutative law with respect to addition. Example, for any two whole numbers 5 and 10, 5 plus 10 equals to 15 and 10 plus 5 equals to 15. Therefore, 5 plus 10 equals to 10 plus 5. Another example, 1 and 3 are two whole numbers. 1 plus 3 equals to 4 and 3 plus 1 equal to 4. Therefore, 1 plus 3 equals to 3 plus 1. That is, for any two whole numbers a and b, a plus b equals to b plus a. Commutative law with respect to subtraction. Example 5 and 2 are two whole numbers. 5 minus 2 equal to 3 and 2 minus 5 equal to minus 3. Therefore, 5 minus 2 is not equals to 2 minus 5. That is, any two whole numbers a and b, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Therefore, the set of whole numbers does not satisfy commutative property under subtraction. Commutative property with respect to multiplication. Example 2 and 5 are two whole numbers. 2 into 5 equal to 10 and 5 into 2 equal to 10. Therefore, 2 into 5 equals to 5 into 2. Therefore, the whole number 7 and 10 equal to 70 and 10 into 7 equal to 70. Therefore, 7 into 10 equal to 10 into 7, where 7 and 10 are two whole numbers. That is, for any two whole numbers a and b, a into b equals to b into a. Therefore, the set of whole numbers satisfy commutative property under multiplication. Commutative property with respect to division. The set of whole numbers does not satisfy commutative property under division, because 3 and 4 are two whole numbers. 3 divided by 4 is not a whole number and 3 by 4 is not a whole number. Properties of whole numbers, associative law with respect to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now we will check all the four fundamental operations. Associative property with respect to addition. 3, 4 and 5 are any three whole numbers. Then 3 plus of 4 plus 5 equal to 3 plus 9, that equals to 12. And 3 plus 4 of plus 5 equals to 7 plus 5, that equals to 12. Therefore, both results are equal to 12. Therefore, 3 plus half 4 plus 5 equals to 3 plus 4 half plus 5. Another example, 5, 6 and 7 are any three whole numbers, then 5 plus half 6 plus 7 equals to 5 plus 13, that equals to 18, and 5 plus 6 half plus 7 equals to 11 plus 7, that equals to 18. Therefore, 5 plus half 6 plus 7 equals to 5 plus 6 half plus 7. Both are equal. That is, for any three whole numbers a, b and c, a plus half b plus c equals to a plus b half plus c. Therefore, the set of whole numbers satisfy associative property under addition. Now, let us check associative property under subtraction for whole numbers. For any three whole numbers 3, 4 and 5, 3 minus of 4 minus 5, that equals to 3 minus of 4 minus 5 is minus 1, that equal to minus into minus plus, that equal to 3 plus 1, that equal to 4, and 3 minus 4 of minus 5 equals to 3 minus 4 minus 1 minus 5, that equal to minus 6. So, both are not equal. That is, for any three whole numbers a, b and c, a minus of b minus c is not equals to a minus b of minus c. We conclude that the set of whole numbers does not satisfy associative property under subtraction. Now let us check associative property for whole numbers with respect to multiplication. For any three whole numbers 1, 2 and 3, 1 into 2 into 3 equals to 2 into 3, that equal to 6, and 1 into 2 into 3 equal to 1 into 6, that equal to 6. Therefore, 1 into 2 into 3 equals to 1 into 2 into 3. Therefore, both the values are equal, that is getting 6. Both the values are 6 only. Example, for any three whole numbers 5, 8 and 10, 5 into 8 into 10 equals to 5 into 80, that equals to 400, and 5 into 8 into 10, that equals to 5 8 is 40 into 10, that equals to 400. Therefore, 5 into of 8 into 10 equals to 5 into 10, 8 into 10. That is, for any three whole numbers a, b and c, a into b of into c equals to a into of b into c. Therefore, we concluded that the set of whole numbers satisfy associative property under multiplication, commutative property under division. The set of whole numbers does not satisfy commutative property under division. Existency of identity. Additive identity for whole numbers. Example, 6 plus 0 equal to 6 and 2020 plus 0 equal to 2020, 21 plus 0 equal to 21. For this reason, we call 0 as an identity element of addition or additive identity. We call it as an additive identity. So, the additive identity for whole numbers is 0. Therefore, when the number 0 is added to any whole number, the whole number remains the same. Here 0 is an identity element of addition or additive identity for whole numbers. That's why 0 is called additive identity for whole numbers and also not natural numbers. So, 0 is not a natural number. Multiplicative identity for whole numbers. When you multiply any whole number with 1, you will get the same whole number in the product. We say that 1 is the multiplicative identity for whole numbers. That's why 1 is called multiplicative identity. Examples, 8 into 1 equals to 8. 2020 into 1 equals to 2020, 16 into 1 equals to 16. Therefore, for any whole numbers a into 1 equals to a, that equals to 1 into a. Here 1 is called multiplicative identity for whole numbers. let us check existence of inverse for whole numbers. Additive inverse for whole numbers. Any two numbers whose sum is 0 are called the additive inverse of each other. Any two numbers whose sum is 0 are called the additive inverse of each other. For example, 3 plus of minus 3 equal to 0. Therefore, 3 and minus 3 are additive inverse of each other. But minus 3 is not a whole number. So, minus 3 is not a whole number because minus 3 is not in the set of whole numbers. Children, does the set of whole numbers have additive inverse? What is your answer? No. Why? Because 3 plus of minus 3 equal to 0. Here minus 3 is not an element of the set of whole numbers because minus 3 is not the set, not an element in the set of whole numbers. It is not there. Okay. Therefore, additive inverse does not exist in whole numbers. That's why additive inverse does not exist in whole numbers. Now let us check existence of multiplicative inverse for whole numbers. What about multiplicative inverse? By definition, any two numbers whose product is 1 are called the multiplicative inverse of each other. When the product is 1, then they are said to be multiplicative inverse of each other. For example, 4 into 1 by 4 equal to 1. Therefore, for the numbers 4 and 1 by 4 are the multiplicative inverse, or another name is reciprocal of each other. We call it as reciprocal. Multiplicative inverse, the other name is reciprocal of each other. But in this, what about 1 by 4? Children, does the set of whole numbers have multiplicative inverse? What is your answer? No. Why? Because 4 into 1 by 4 equal to 1. Here 1 by 4 is not a whole number because 1 by 4 is not a whole number. Therefore, multiplicative inverse does not exist for whole numbers. So, summary, what we discussed here, the set of natural numbers along with 0 are known as whole numbers. Okay. Whole numbers are represented as a letter W. Therefore, W equals to set of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. Least whole number is 0. The largest or greatest whole number cannot be determined. Next point, every whole number has a successor. So, every whole number has a successor. Successor means after number. Every whole number except 0 has predecessor, but 0 has no predecessor. 0 has no predecessor, but every whole number has a predecessor. Suppose predecessor of 2 is 1, but predecessor of 1, no. Okay. Whole numbers are satisfied closure property under addition and multiplication. Under addition and multiplication. Next point, whole numbers not satisfy closure property under subtraction and division. Additive identity of a whole number is 0. Addition and multiplication are commutative for whole numbers. So, addition and multiplication are commutative for whole numbers. Whole numbers are not satisfied commutative property with respect to subtraction and division. Okay. Addition and multiplication are associative for whole numbers. So, associative property is not satisfied for addition and multiplication with respect to whole numbers. Associative property is not satisfied for whole numbers with respect to subtraction and division. Commutative associativity of whole numbers are useful in simplifying calculations. When we calculate any problem, it is very useful. For example, find 196 plus 57 plus 4. We can find out easily by using general method, that is 196 plus 57 plus 4, you will get the answer. But by using the property 196 plus 57 plus 4, that equal 196 plus bracket 57 plus 4, that is 196 plus 4 plus 57, because of commutative property, a plus b can be written as b plus a. That equal to 196 plus 4 plus 57 by using associative property. That equal to 200 plus 57, that equal to 257. Because a plus b plus c can be also written as a plus b of plus c, or a plus of b plus c, or a plus b of plus c. We can write in any another way. So that's why 196 plus of 4 plus 57 can be also written as 196 plus 4. That's why the answer is coming. Closure property with respect to addition. For any two whole numbers a and b, a plus b is a whole number. Closure property with respect to subtraction. For any two whole numbers a and b, a minus b is not a whole number. A minus b is not a whole number. Closure property with respect to multiplication. For any two whole numbers a and b, a into b is a whole number. Always a into b is a whole number. Closure property with respect to division. For any two whole numbers a and b, a divided by b is not a whole number, because division is not there in whole numbers. Commutative property with respect to addition. For any two whole numbers a and b, a plus b equals to b plus a, because this is commutative law. Next one is commutative property with respect to subtraction. For any two whole numbers a and b, a minus b is not equals to b minus a, because the result is getting positive and negative. Commutative property with respect to multiplication. For any two whole numbers a and b, a into b equals to b into a. For example, 3 into 4 equal to 12, and also 4 into 3 is also 12 only. With commutative property with respect to division. For any two whole numbers a and b, a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a, because both answers are different. Associative property with respect to addition. If a, b and c are three whole numbers, then a plus of b plus c equals to a plus b of plus c. Associative property with respect to subtraction. For any three whole numbers a, b and c, a minus of b minus c is not equals to a minus b of minus c. Associative property with respect to multiplication. For any three whole numbers a, b and c, a into of b into c is equals to a into b of into c. Associative property with respect to division. For any three whole numbers a, b and c, a divided by of b divided by c is not equals to a divided by b of divided by c. By seeing examples. Distributive of multiplication over addition. For all whole numbers a, b and c, a into b plus c equals to ab plus ac. That is second one, a into b minus c equals to ab minus ac, with respect to addition and with respect to subtraction. Example, 3, 4, 5 are three whole numbers. 3 into 4 plus 5 equals to 3 into 9, that equal to 27. And 3 into 4 plus 3 into 5 equal to 3 4s are 12 plus 3 5s are 15. 12 plus 15 equal to 27. Therefore, 3 into 4 plus 5 is equals to 3 into 4 plus 3 into 5. This is the distributive property of a into b plus c equals to a into b plus a into c. This is under addition with respect to multiplication. Next example, 5, 0 and 7 are three whole numbers. 5 into 0 plus 7 equals to 5 into 7, that equals to 35. And also 5 into 0 plus 5 into 7, that equal to 5 0 0 plus 5 7 is 35, that equals to 35. Therefore, 5 into 0 plus 7 equals to 5 into 0 plus 5 into 7. This is an example of distributive property with multiplication, with respect to multiplication over addition. Next one, with respect to subtraction. 3, 2 and 1 are three whole numbers. 3 into 2 minus 1 equal to 3 into 1, that equals to 3. And 3 into 2 minus 3 into 1, that equal to 3. 2 is 6 minus 3, that equals to 3. Therefore, 3 into 2 minus 1 equals to 3 into 2 minus 3 into 1. So, according to distributive property for subtraction for whole numbers is also satisfied with example. Next example, 6, 4 and 0 are 3 whole numbers. 6 into 4 minus 0 equal to 6 into 4, that equals to 24, and 6 into 4 minus 6 into 0 equals to 24 minus 0, that equals to 24. Therefore 6 into 4 minus 0 is equals to 6 into 4 minus 6 into 0, that is nothing but a into b minus c equals to a into b minus a into c. I hope you understand well all the concepts, children. Thank you, children.